Now that you have given your life to the Lord, what's next? That is the question many believers ask. I'm saved now. What do I do? I want to share with you some faith tips that I have learned along the way in my faith journey that I found kind of hard, right? I was told that, once I got saved, I need to pray. Once I got saved, I need to read my word. But how do I do those things? And so I want to share with you how to read your Bible, how to pray, some common things questions I had, and I want to help you with your faith journey to make it a little easier for you. So, welcome to Faith Tips. Faith tip, I wanted to kind of share, now that you're saved, right? What's next? What's the next thing that you're supposed to do? And sometimes, a lot of times, we got saved either on a Sunday, whether you got saved on a weekday, the next day, your life is still the same, right? And sometimes you may have mates begin to doubt your salvation. But what I want to share with you today is that you are really saved. You are saved. And I want to encourage you that you are saved for real. Don't let the enemy bring doubt into your life because your life may look the same. But in reality, you're not the same. Your circumstances may be the same, but you are no longer the same. So come with me to John 1, verse 12. John 1 verse 12 says, But to all who did receive him, he gave them the right to be children of God, to those who believe in his name. When you said, Father, I accept you in my life, I believe that you are the Son of God, you are saved. You have become saved, you are saved, and you have the right to God. You have the right to be the children of God because you are saved. And I want to encourage you today to know that you are really, really saved. There's no fake, there's no funk, that you are changed. And though people around you, like your family or friends and things, they may be like, oh, well, Teresa, you still the same. You may even act the same, but your heart is no longer the same because you have accepted God into your life. And now you are a child of God, right? And so what is the next step for you? Let's go to Romans 12. Romans chapter 12, verse 2 says, Do not be conformed to this age, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may discern what is the good, pleasing, and perfect will of God. So now, you start asking God to renew your mind. You don't want to continue doing the same things that you were doing the day before you got saved, right? You want to now start the process of what we call sanctification. And in sanctification, it is where God starts to renew your mind into the things of God, right? So it says, do not be conformed to this age, but be transformed. So transformation is getting ready to start. And how does transformation start? By the renewing of your mind. And so now the old thinking, we have to put that to the side and allow God to start renewing your mind. It's a day-by-day process. And for some of us, it's a minute-by-minute and a second-by-second process. So don't be hard on yourself as you are now starting to transform and renew. And look, if you make a mistake, don't beat yourself up. Get up, ask God to forgive you, and start again. Okay? There's going to be bumps on the road. There will be bumps. But as you go through those bumps and those bruises, it's all a part of transformation. And you're going to be okay. All right? So, what's next steps for you? If you don't have a church home, find a church home. Find a church that is gospel centered, where you're going to get the gospel of Jesus Christ. There's it, and hear God, and find your people. Okay, find your people. Find people that are nurturing and kind, but make sure that it is gospel, right? Which is the good news of Jesus Christ. Okay, and then find you a good Bible. I want you to find you a good church home, find you a good study Bible, because now we're going to start learning how to read the Word, where to start in your Word. Okay, so next week on Faith Tips, I'm going to talk about where to start as a new believer and continue to encourage you in your transformation, or what we call sanctification walk. All right? All right, guys. Until next week, be kind to yourself, be kind to someone else, and have a graceful day. I'll see you next week.